This is No Frills ASMR. I stopped by the thrift store today, so I just thought I'd show you a few things I picked up. I haven't been, excuse me, my voice like disappeared. I haven't been in a while, and I didn't go to the one that I usually go to where I find all the great brands because they like increase their prices so much. So I went to a different one, but I think I found some pretty good things. So the first thing is this Columbia. It's really thin. It's a rain. It better be waterproof, I swear. I'm sure it is. What does this say? Omnitech. You know what? If this ends up being just a windbreaker, I'm going to be kind of mad because when I bought it, I was thinking, oh, good, a raincoat. I walk, almost every day for an hour or so. And I go out in the rain, snow, fog, sleet. I'm like a postman. But I had picked up a coat and I thought it was a raincoat, but it wasn't. And I got all wet. And I was like, dag on it. And I have like an old Gore-Tex raincoat that I've had since the 90s, but it's really heavy. It's like big and heavy. And I wanted something more close to the body, Anyway, now I'm wondering if this is a raincoat. But the only raincoat I had that was like, fit me better was black. And a lot of times now it gets dark so early. I hate being out walking in black. So I got this one. And then I wear my weighted vest that has reflective stripes on it. So hopefully this is waterproof. I want to look up and see, or if any of you know, if there's a way to get like fuzz that's in these Velcro out. Because otherwise it looks brand new, except for this like, little bit of fuzz. See that? Just from probably washing it or something that got in there. If anybody has ideas how you get that out. I didn't even check to make sure the zipper worked properly. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. And then it has the hood with like the little extra bit if it's raining or you want sun, and then you can pull it tight with this. So if you want it tighter on your head, I'm sure this is waterproof. Why would it not be? And it's kind of a two-tone pink. I like pink. I went from a younger woman who like always wore black to an older statesman woman who only wears pink. I wear yellow too. Anyway, so yeah. So this is Columbia sportswear. And it said Omnitech. I guess that's the make. I don't know. But they didn't have it in the coats section. They had it in with like sweaters. And sweaters are less expensive. So I think it was $4.99, which is a pretty good deal. And it looks pretty new other than the Velcro. Other than that, I don't see. Oh, actually, there's a tiny little spot right there. But I don't care. I'm just wearing it walking. Okay. So that's that. Okay. So that there. And then I also got, this is real summery, this little blouse, and it's by the brand Philosophy. Can I pull this camera out at all? I don't think I can. Also, the color doesn't look right. This is like a really pretty yellow. I'm going to cut these off. I don't need these. Hold on. Let me grab my scissors. Philosophy. Where do they? I don't know where these. what? They might sell that at that store called Anthropology. I think that might be where Philosophy. Or no, there's a perfume in there. Isn't there like a fragrance brand called Philosophy? I don't know. Anyway, but this is like silky fabric, and then it has these like scrunchy part around the waist and around the arms. So it's real cute how it sits. So it'll be nice for summertime just to wear with like a skirt or slacks. When you kind of want to be like, or even jeans, dressy, casual. It's polyester. You know, when you want to be a little bit dressier than a t-shirt, but not necessarily dressed up. That's what this is perfect for. And I like, not that I like tan or anything, but in the summer when I'm not as white, yellow always looks really nice, I think. So I've been drawn to yellow lately. It's funny. I don't know that I always liked yellow that much. Okay, so that is that. And then, well, I'll show you this. I went over to the record section and I found this Chet Atkins Workshop record album, which, if I'm honest, I know Greg already has this album, but I was kind of thinking the one he had has some scratches on it, and this one looked pretty clean. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looked pretty good, and I know we listen to this a lot. So I thought, I'm just going to pick it up and see if it's a better copy. Now, it used to be at this thrift store. They wouldn't even accept albums a long time ago. And then they started to take them, and they'd sell them for like $1.99. And then it went up to $2.99. Now, they don't even check. Like half of them are so scratched up you can't even use them. But this one was pretty good. But it was $4.25. I thought that was kind of pricey. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. Like compared to, like, not. I shouldn't say that. It's still a good deal, but compared to what they used to charge, it feels kind of like they're charging a lot. But anyway, this is a good album. If you like guitar, if you like twangy guitar, this is a good album. I think on my husband's Instagram page, we took a picture one time where he's got on his sweater that looks like this, and so we kind of posed him like this with this same model guitar that we have. I think we did that. I feel like that happened. I don't know. I'd have to go look. Okay. And then I got this sweater, which is very, very soft. And it's kind of like almost like a large corduroy type look to it. And I don't know if the color is showing, but it's kind of a orange color, like a, pumpkin. I don't know. No, it's not as bright as a pumpkin. Just like a burnt orange. And it has this big old hood on it. And it's by the brand Aerie. Didn't this used to be Aeropostale? Wasn't that what it was called? And then they made like pajamas for girls and they called them Aerie. And now it's like Aerie's all kinds of sweatshirts and comfy clothes, it feels like. But anyway, this is just a big comfy sweatshirt that I thought a lot of times, especially this time here when it's cold, I wear my leggings with one of these, around the house at night to watch TV and get ready for bed and whatever. So that's kind of what I thought that would be for. It's super cozy. It's like kind of extra big. I don't need any more sweatshirts, but I can't help myself. I can't help it. Because these were all $4. And I was like, okay. So this one is by, this one's weird. I can tell it's super well made. It feels very well made. And the zipper is like, I don't know how to say this. It's like a more quality zipper. It even has the thing to cover it at the top. It's like gold. It's 24 karat gold plate. No, I'm kidding. It's not. But it's gold. I don't know what it is. But listen, see? You can just feel it's like slightly better quality. And then like the pockets are sort of like there's double stitching. And there's I'm telling you all this for a reason. And there's like extra details. Do you know what I mean? Like you can just tell it's got a little thumb hole in the sleeve. It just feels better quality. And the interior, it's thick. It's like a double layer thickness. And the interior is this super soft, almost like a teddy bear, like a stuffed animal would feel. But nowhere, and I mean nowhere, is there a tag to tell you anything about it. I mean, it even has like, see that little extra detail? They're just things that I guess somebody cut the tag. No, I don't think so. There is no tag. I looked all up inside. I was like, what? So I have no idea what size it is or who made it, but I could tell it was cute and I could tell it was kind of my size. So I got it and I washed it and it's super cute. I like it a lot. It's kind of just a cream, like a heather cream color. And I like the big old collar on it. So when I go out walking, I can zip it up to keep my neck warm. Or let it go down like that. I did not walk. Well, I walked a little bit today. It was so cold and windy. So windy. But I met my son and we ended up going to lunch, but we walked, I don't know, not very far, probably a half mile to lunch in the cold, and it was so cold. I was like, okay, that's good. So anyway, I got that, and it's very comfy. Let's see here, how are we gonna zip it? And then you can just kind of fold it up a little bit. Put that like that. Okay. We'll put that one there. Get ready, there's another sweatshirt. I got this one. It's also like a very pale yellow color. And it too is by Aerie. I guess I must like Aerie. I think it's a young girls brand, but I guess I like it. And it's got like these kind of big, I like a big sleeve and then the cuff on the end. And it's just like this cream one. It's like a very short waist. It goes just to here. I need I don't know, I need my camera set up there and show you, but it's only like that long. So, I've told you I'm not particularly short. I'm 5'4", but I have kind of short legs. So I need things that hit my waist. If they start going into my legs, then my legs look shorter and shorter. So I like it that now they're making more and more of these sweatshirts that are cut. I think for tall girls, they'd be like, show their midriff, but on me it doesn't. On me it fits just straight. Because this is probably, it's size medium. But it's kind of like extra big this way, which is nice because it's like both oversized but also fits, which I like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's oversized, but it's not like gigantic. It doesn't like go down to my knees. So it's super soft and it's all cotton. I think it's very nice. I like it. So there's that. And then I'll show you the other things I got at Goodwill, and then I'll show you a couple things that I got for my birthday. So I got a couple of these because I already had 2 and I bought 2 more. These are coffee mugs, but they are made with I think it's called basilica glass. And it's pretty solid. It's not very breakable, glass. It's really solid. And they make it with 2 layers. So there's a layer on the inside and a layer on the outside. I don't know if you can see that. It's and that helps keep the coffee warm, but also the mug doesn't get too hot that you can't touch it. This is by Henkel's. They make knives, I think. So I wanted to get 2 more of these, so I have 4 for when my sons come over and stuff. They had more there, but that's kind of enough because not everybody drinks coffee. So now I have 4 of these. And I like these a lot. I didn't know I'd like them so much because I've always liked drinking out of a mug, but I've been enjoying. I got a Nespresso maker on eBay, and I buy pods that are third-party pods. So don't get mad at me about Nestle. So I make like these little espresso shots and then put the milk in there, and it looks so pretty. I like looking at it. So the other thing I got was a set of these. I think I got 4 of them, and I think they're like called champagne. I can't think of the word. There's a name for it. I can't remember what you call it. Anyway, but the reason I got this is because I'm thinking of making espresso cocktails. And I didn't really want a martini glass because I'm not a huge fan of a martini glass. The way they're shaped, it's just not my favorite. And I felt like this, I could layer a coffee drink in. So I'm going to do like Kahlua, Bailey's, espresso, and then maybe cream. I don't know. I have to think about it. And then maybe dip the edge in like a vanilla sugar or something for Christmas Eve maybe. Or New Year's. I don't know. I thought my one son and his girlfriend, they like coffee drinks. So I'm going to experiment. But these were only $1.19, I think, which was odd, and same with this. So that was a pretty good deal. Maybe I'll do a video where we'll try to make little coffee drinks. I don't know. But I tell you, if you ever need glassware, because they have pretty stuff, check thrift stores. There's so much. They have shelves of glassware. I could have gotten martini glasses, champagne glasses, wine glasses. But these little coupes, maybe they're called coupes. That's what I wanted. And this is nice. It's like, I can't make it ring out but it's kind of nice. It's got like the little cut design in there. Anyway, okay. So I think that's it for the thrift store. But I'll show you. Oh, I left one thing in the bathroom. Oh well. My sister sent me these silky jammies. She says she loves wearing jammies and that I'm, not wearing fancy jammies. I'm wearing t-shirts. So I did try these the other night. It comes with like these long silky pants, and they are very silky. And the silky shirt. And I think I'm going to enjoy them when it gets a little bit warmer. Because right now, we keep our house cold. And right now, it's cold. So, like, I have to bundle up. And then at night, I have big, thick, giant blankets on my bed. I like to have tons of blankets. The more, the better. But I need it really cold in the room or I get too hot. But I like the blankets. So I'm like, turn the heat down. But with this, I got like too warm because it's long sleeve and the pants are long and everything. So I like just like less stuff and then just all my blankies. But once it gets a little bit warmer and I can just wear these, then I think they'll be good. They do feel nice. You slippy slide around. It is nice. And then we went to, mostly I got gifts that were like, we went to a football game, we went to a concert, and, I like things to do better than stuff, to be honest, because I have stuff. I have enough stuff. But I did buy myself. I bought myself these at Target. They're called M&S Food. Chocolate dipped honeycomb candy. I don't know how good these will be, but when I was younger, I mean young, like 15 or whatever, 16 maybe, I was the bulk food girl at Myers Thrifty Acres outside of Detroit. And that meant they had all these, like, they were like old whiskey barrels, basically, with a garbage bag in there. And they had all this food. And you'd come and scoop the food. And I was in charge of weighing it and pricing it. Well, one of the items was honeycomb candy with chocolate covering. And my sister was there one time, and I was like, you gotta try this candy. And we always talk about how it was the best candy. And I really haven't seen it since then. But I saw it at Target, and I was like, I gotta try it and see. So I actually bought 2 bags, one for me and one for my sister. But I don't know when I'll give it to my sister because I don't have any plan to see her. But anyway, so one of these days I'll have to open this up and taste it. You know what actually would be good? If I crushed one of these up and used it to put a rim on my coffee drink. Oh my God, I bet that would be delicious. I'm going to have to save some. Imagine a coffee liqueur type drink with crushed. This tastes like, have you ever had like a Heath bar like that? What do you call that? But it's like a Heath bar, except it's puffy. It's like crunchy puffy. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Anyway, and the other thing my sister gave me was a hair mask. It's like, hold on, I'll go grab it. You guys just wait there for 1 second. The bathroom's right next to me. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. She gave me this, and it's called Arvazalia Professional Series Hydrating Argan Oil Mask. Deep conditioning and hydration for softer, silkier, and healthier looking hair. Sulfate and paraben free. And I will tell you what. First of all, I had trouble. It's not as hard to open as Native, but there was a plastic thing on here, and look, there's still some here because I had trouble getting it up. But it smells. Oh my God. I love the smell of it. So the other day, my hair has really gotten dry. And I think it's because for the first time in my life, I've been occasionally getting it professionally colored instead of using my sun-in. I think that's really hard on your hair. And also, I've been using that Lange hair straightener curler thing. It's damaging my hair, I think. But so the other day, I washed my hair. I put a ton of this stuff in. Like, I used a ton of it all at once. And then I braided my hair and left it. It says, the directions are, hold on. Whoops. What's going on? But I braided my hair and I left it in overnight. And the next day, my hair still felt wet all day long. And I was like, oh, my hair is going to mold if I leave it. Better rinse it out. But I do think it helped, honestly. All right, here's what you're supposed to do. Apply a generous amount to clean shampooed hair that is still damp or lightly towel dried. Comb treatment through the hair and leave in for 5 to 7 minutes, but I left it on for like 24 hours. And then rinse. Use 1 to 2 times weekly. So that's what they tell you to do. But you know, I never follow the rules. So yeah, it has argan oil. I don't know what most of these words really are, but dimethicone, that's like the clay or whatever, and it helps, I don't know. Distributed by Arazelia. I've never heard of that. A division of Position 1 Marketing. don't know. Please read the instructions carefully before use. Shelf life is 12 months once open. Well, I'll use it before then, I think. So, anyway, it smells great. My guess is she probably got it. Well, I would say Amazon, but I don't know. Sometimes she gets stuff. She has a hairstylist she really likes, who she sees, so it could be from her. I don't know. It's hard to get the lid to go straight. Hold on. Excuse me. You guys, I must have lid, what's the word I'm looking for? Issues. Honestly. Okay, if we go backwards and then go forwards, maybe that'll help. Alright, I think, looking around, I think that's everything, guys. Alright, I will talk to you soon. I'm gonna go put on one of these cozies. I'm gonna take this whole thing off. Put on right now. I think I'll take a hot shower and then put on this one. And then I guess I'm gonna go watch. I'm trying to think. I think it's just called The Revolutionary War. And it's on PBS. It's one of those Ken Burns 20 million hour. But my husband's, he likes learning stuff. You think I like learning stuff. That guy likes learning stuff. But, so they're 2 hours each episode. And we've only been watching 1 hour per night. So it's going to take us a month probably. But over an hour is too much information. And there's something it's almost like ASMR for me. I wouldn't say that. Take that back, scratch that. But it is very relaxing to the point where sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep. We got to watch something else. But it's very interesting. Like that's not a diss because it is super interesting. All about the American Revolution. And they go into like how slavery was obviously still going on and went on for like another 100 years after that. But how black people wanted to fight and Washington was like, no, that's not gonna work. And then the British general's like, I'll take any black man who wants and you'll get freedom if you come fight, which who knows if that was true. I haven't gotten there yet. And then Washington ended up going, okay, I changed my mind. So it's all very interesting. They talk about all kinds of things. And my son, is living in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And so I can't think of the name. It's the Longfellow House. Anyway, there's a house there that Washington lived in for a while. And we visited that place last time we were there. And then we went, to Boston and took the Patriots Trail or whatever they call it. I think it's called the Patriots Trail, where you see all the different buildings. So that is really playing a part in the episodes we're watching right now. And so it's, it's like really cool because you're learning so much. Anyway, yeah, if you're into history and you're into learning stuff, I highly recommend it. You can load the PBS app and watch it. I think if you don't have like an antenna or cable or whatever, watch on your own time, All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I will. This light, oh my gosh. This light's wild. Sometimes I touch it, it's not warm at all. Other times, like right now, it's like warm to the touch. And it feels like not hot, just warm. And I have no idea why. Why sometimes it isn't, sometimes it isn't. Don't know, don't care. Alright, talk to you soon. I hope you sleep really good and have a good night. If you're watching at night, if you're driving, I hope you stay awake.